But one of the things to keep in mind as you're doing inspection for safety in your vacation rental, especially as we come up to Thanksgiving, Christmas, the times of the year that guests are going to be preparing large meals in the home, making sure all your kitchen appliances and utensils are safe, they're sharp, they're working properly. You don't have dull knives, guests accidentally cutting themselves trying to carve a Thanksgiving turkey. We talked about this in our podcast, basically showing up with everything you need to prep and prepare food for guests, because you don't want to necessarily rely on the knives or whatnot that have been there for quite some time that many guests have used that maybe an owner has just overlooked to replace, or even in some cases a property management company has overlooked to replace. That's something that easily slips between the cracks, is how sharp are the knives? Is the blender working appropriately?
Yeah, I think that all those things are important because you're going to have a lot larger groups that are staying a lot longer at this time of year. During the summer, you have people coming in for the weekend and leaving.
Yeah.
You're going to have whole families staying at the houses at this point. So making sure that every room has everything that they need for the guests' stay for their holiday time. The times that the guests come here during this time of year, they're going to remember it forever. They're spending this time with their family. They're going to remember that time they went to Colorado and stayed in an Airbnb with their family and went and did something amazing. So, with the safety and inspections and stuff like that, what can you do to elevate that experience for the guests too? And, we offer things such as our Christmas trees we put in the houses so that guests can still have that in-home experience. So we may have a blank tree in the house and some decorations for you to decorate your tree with, so that you can still feel like you're at home, even though you're maybe somewhere else visiting family.
Well, adding the Christmas tree was a huge hit last year.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see the same thing this year. Having a Christmas tree, keep it in the attic, keep it in an owner closet, keep it in a cleaning closet, something a little extra. Maybe one year you choose to set that Christmas tree up and take your Christmas photos, and you use those for merchandising, and you rotate those in and out of your listing for the holiday seasons. A big one that comes to mind is trash in general. Definitely, the bigger the size of the home, the more trash is going to get produced with guests. It's just the nature of the game. Over your Thanksgiving and your holiday, your Christmas seasons, you're going to probably have the max occupancies of your homes pushed to the limit, to the true max occupancy of them. And you're going to have more meals, more family gatherings, more trash overall.
Presents.
Yeah, wrapping, exactly. So that might be the week of Thanksgiving, the week of Christmas. That might be a week that you want to have a member of your team or your staff or you personally go out and do an extra trash removal or provide an extra bin during that week.
Yeah, and you can always call your trash company and schedule an extra trash pickup for the week to make it easy, so you're not out there picking up people's trash. Or
just cut that off ahead of time.
Yeah, just cut it off ahead of time. Just something to look towards. Why not get another can on the property for the next couple of months, or schedule us two pickups a week for the next few months.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit of extra money that'll save you in the long run.
Yeah,
save your neighbors from upset, guest reviews, all that kind of stuff. It actually ends up being a pretty big deal that you don't think about.
No, I mean, even your cleaning team doesn't show up at the end of a week-long Thanksgiving stay and have more trash than they can handle or are accustomed to, or even are willing to pick up and take away, and you're waiting for your next trash cycle. So I love your idea of, I actually didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
How silly. You could just call in and have them do a double pickup on 1 week.
Yep.
Yeah. Do that for your Christmas, for your Thanksgivings, and solve that trash problem right off the bat. Especially I see in some areas where there's numerous homes, like maybe 3 townhomes or 4, or owned by 2 or 3 units owned by one person. They do a 2 or 3 yard dumpster. That can fill up pretty quick, and having a 2-yard dumpster that's overflowing is kind of an ugly look for guests.
Well, in our area, it's a bear issue. So
bear, raccoon,
raccoon.
Lion,
so now you're picking up trash that's strung everywhere. That wasn't something you had to deal with before. Some other stuff that we offer for the holidays for our guests is a holiday menu. So we do our chef experiences in-house. So we just have a few different choices. We have a turkey dinner, a ham dinner, a prime rib dinner. So just those extra touches that you can put on the house to keep your guests happy and keep them enjoying their experience.